This is a college football playoff semifinal at the Sugar Bowl. It's the Auburn Tigers against the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Clapp. And Holly Rowe is ringside as we get this game going. Tremendous atmosphere today, Holly.
Coach Ryan Day told me before the game, the Big Ten is so excited based on their previous experience here in the college football playoff. They have won the last 3 national championships, and they want to make it 4. They're talking a lot down on the field. They're making sure that the SEC knows they're here to play. We'll see who's able to have conference dominance here and set the tone early. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense comes on the field first today. A semifinal game, the winner gets one step away from winning the national championship. Of course, one side here took care of business after coming off a bye in the quarterfinals. The other side, Joel, comes in with tremendous momentum, back-to-back playoff victories.
Well, you look at this group that had a bye. They've been one of the best teams in college football all year. That's why they've got one of these top 4 seeds, and they've been doing that with the ability to execute and specifically under pressure. If they do that here today, I love their chances in this ball game and then to go on and play for a national title.
Here comes the rush. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling. You can just feel it. There's always extra juice in the Big Ten and the SEC collide. The SEC, of course, dominating the championship landscape for more than a decade, but the Big Ten flexing now, Joel, 3 years in a row.
Well, Chris, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And the title is going to go through one of these 2 conferences. In order for the Big Ten to get to the mountaintop, they had to go through the SEC, and now it's going to be vice versa. Right now, the Big Ten holds the title, the SEC wants it, and they want it back. I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but we stopped short of the first down. Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. They'll kick it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. Oh, and he's got some space here. Now they finally stop him, and he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in good position. The Tigers offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. This offense comes in with a lot of confidence, one of the highest scoring teams in the regular season. But now, on a bigger stage, Joel, a real premium on execution. What is this defense going to do to slow him down?
Chris, they're going to have to change up the look. If you sit there and don't disguise the coverage, this guy will just pick you apart. He's done it all year long. Their run game is solid. They are so good offensively. You got to change up the looks. You got to be aggressive. And ultimately, you got to be lucky. The ball has to find your hands at least once, maybe twice today.
One of the things about this expanded playoff bracket that fans find so attractive, you're going to get numerous collisions between the 2 dominant conferences in the sport, the Big Ten and the SEC.
What a treat it is, Chris, because we know these conferences are the deepest and the best conferences in college football. And when we get a matchup like this, it's time to just sit back and enjoy it. What a day.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Looking deep down the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's third down.
I'm always a fan of an offense being aggressive and taking a shot down the field, and I really love these 4 vertical routes, Chris. This is a concept that I used to love throwing, but as a quarterback, you've got to identify the coverage, and then you got to stand in there and make a quality throw. Here, I just swarm with a pass rush, a sack. Well, Chris, this is why first and second down are so important. When you're behind the chains on third down, it is advantage defense, and they do take advantage. Good pressure. Quarterback's got nowhere to go with the football, and they're able to get the sack and get off the field. That can be frustrating as an offense. Feel like you've got points, put yourself in field goal range, and go out there and miss it. He was money in warm-ups. I did not see him miss a kick when I was down on the field pregame. And here we go in the live situation, and he misses it.
A draw to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Moving the... That's an impressive drive. This time they find rhythm. They execute, and they take the lead in this playoff game. That's big.
Well, it's certainly big, Chris. There's no doubt. You got the sense in those first couple of possessions. These teams were maybe just feeling each other out, throwing a couple of jabs out there. But now you finally get the full game plan. And I got to tell you, I was very impressed with what they were able to do on the line of scrimmage and establishing the rhythm with their quarterback.
Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Auburn, who just sprints into the end zone.
What a weapon he is in the return game. I tell you, when he gets one little seam, you can see the explosiveness and the speed. He found it, he's got the vision, and he takes it all the way back for 6.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Excellent work by the coverage team he's brought down after just a short return. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Motion now from the tight end. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. A new set of downs after that completion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
With the catch, it's Jackson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Oh, the pocket collapsing. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. He goes out of bounds and moves the ball to the 50. The Buckeyes pick up enough for a 1st down. It's a shotgun run call.
Well, the key to 3rd down success is being good on 1st down. And here the defense does a great job on 1st down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of 3rd down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on 2nd, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here.
The 5-yard gain is a win on 1st down. Sets up now 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Eludes a tackle. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's 2nd down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Defense all over that first down throw. Short gain makes it 2nd and 7. To bootleg here. Under pressure, just lets it go. Just flings it out of bounds with a pass rush closing in. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Pressure is coming. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
This offense has got to stay out of these 3rd and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure, contact the quarterback as he throws, and now it's 4th down. It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
Returning this one from the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down after a short gain there. Offense in a good spot here on 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard completion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looking to scramble now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every 1st down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 1st downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that.
Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 now. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Hit just as he throws the ball. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. The Tigers looking to run some tempo here. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
Oh, now he's got space ahead.
A play like that can be so frustrating for a defense because, Chris, it's such a good play by the quarterback. He's able to get what he can get, create a more manageable down and distance, and he gets down and avoids the big hit. As a defense, you would at least love to get a big hit on him outside of the pocket, but they're unable to do so.
Ohio State is on top here, Joel. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Throwing off play action. Moves left out of the pocket. Throws it to the right. Caught near the goal line. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers!
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Ending off on the draw play.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. An important third down attempt for this offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. The sure hands. It's Jackson. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. So a solid gain of 8 sets him up 2nd and 2. Really opens up the offensive playbook here. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to throw again. The grab behind the line. It's Jackson. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Oh, what a move. Brought to the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the first down. Buckeyes are looking to keep this drive going. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Favorable situation, 2nd and 4 after they pick up 6 on the first down pass. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Football comes out. Scooped up in the defense. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
Now it's 2nd down here. Keeping it on the ground here. Great cut there. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. Tough running to get the first down. He told us he chose an SEC school, Joe, because he wanted to be part of the great running back legacy in this league.
And what a legacy it is, Chris, and you're exactly right. So many programs have built themselves on toughness, physicality, running the football. I think about Mark Ingram and Derrick Henry at Alabama. What players they are, and here they've got to continue to do that. Lean into that physical-oriented running attack. Feature this guy as much as you can.
Using his legs on the scramble. Oh, he's got open space. The senior calls his own number. Picks up the first down.
It's going to be a really long day for this defense if they can't corral this quarterback in these scrambles. He's dropping back, nowhere to throw, or he just sees an open lane. Look at this quickness that he's able to use. He gets across the line to gain, moves the chains for a first down.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Escapes the pocket. That'll be stopped after a gain of 3.
Chris, as a quarterback, you've got to always make your offense right. And here the coverage unit did such a good job. Look at this. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet the quarterback just makes the offense right by picking up a positive gain. It doesn't have to be a big play all the time. You just do these little things and keep moving the ball forward.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. It's Brown. Wide open downfield. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. And the Tigers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
I don't mind the throw there on first down, but now you really need some positive yards. You're down here, you've got goal-to-go situation. You don't want to be in 3rd and long where it's an obvious passing situation.
Touchdown, Auburn. Strong game by this quarterback.
You know, Chris, I love it when the quarterback is rewarded for doing the right thing. And here he goes through his read, and there's nothing there. So he's taking what the defense gives, and he checks the football down. He's got his running back open on the outside, just checks it down, and he takes it the distance. That is a beautiful job, good timing, and a touchdown for this offense.
And the returner will be brought down. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Quick pass, the catch is made. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry.
They can't get into the ground. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Back to throw again. Nice grab. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Buckeyes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quick throw to his receiver. Wide open downfield. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. Ohio State will call their 2nd timeout. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Send the back in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 8. And now the final timeout taken by the Buckeyes. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. Bringing pressure. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's a big moment here in this playoff game to get points before halftime, knowing the other side is going to get the football to begin the 3rd quarter. Joel, exactly what they were looking for.
Chris, that's exactly right. The last thing that they wanted to do is afford a chance for the opposition to double up and get a late score in the 2nd quarter and then get the ball in the 3rd quarter. This is a tremendous drive to be able to stick the ball in the end zone, then go in at halftime and regroup, look at film, and get a real good cohesive plan for this 2nd half. Because here we go. We got 1 half of football left to move on in this playoff.
The coverage team brings him down at the 26. So about 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Coming after him.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his legs. Sometimes it's not always going to be a quarterback run designed by the play, but the ability to improvise, get on the outside, and move those chains. What a beautiful job.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. It's Brown. The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Makes a quick grab. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
We're set to get the third quarter going, but let's find out what Holly Rowe has learned on the sidelines. Holly?
I caught up with Auburn's head coach coming out of the locker room. His guys are fired up at the half. He said that locker room was so energized. They have the lead, even though the game is close. They understand a national championship appearance is right within their reach. He said, we are talking to our captains about every play, every moment has to be urgent, and they're the guys who have to keep delivering that message here to start the third quarter. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Looking downfield, it's Brown. The receiver grabs it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Using his legs here. Picks up the first and is still going. He heads out of bounds, but he's inside the 20 now. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Second down after that run on the previous play. Now a whistle. Timeout is called just before it would have been a delay of game. Here's the second down play. Heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He runs it into the end zone. And that's his first rushing touchdown, but they have not been able to contain this quarterback running all game long, Joe.
Chris, they've got to adjust on this defensive side because if they don't, this guy is going to rip them apart for the rest of the day. He's too electric. His speed is too devastating. I think they're going to have to at least spy him with one, maybe even two moving forward.
Fielded in the end zone. Loses the football. The scramble is on. And the defense comes up with the football. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They'll hand it off. Makes a nice move there. Well, they make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 6. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
That's awful.
They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. That's a positive sign for this running back. He hasn't really been able to get loose today, but protecting the lead in a postseason game, if you can lean on a guy like this, you feel great.
And, Chris, I didn't think they would be able to build a lead without having success running the football. So the fact that they're in the...
Touchdown, Auburn. Powers into the end zone. This quarterback told us whatever it takes today. The season on the line, Joel. It seems like the bigger the games, the more they feature the QB run.
And, Chris, it's such a great strategy because obviously you don't want to expose your quarterback to too many hits during the course of the year. But when the stage and the moment is this large, this is when it's all hands on deck, and you know you're going to get a heavy dose of quarterback run, which they're featuring right here.
Bringing it out, it's Parker. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Quick throw, the catch is made. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room. They go back to the receiver, who's had a really effective game, Joel. So far, the defense really hasn't had an answer for it.
And, Chris, the best part about it is that they're using the RPO, and that's what's forcing the defense to have to try to stay honest. They can't double-team the wide receiver. They can't even bracket the wide receiver because then they would just run the football with that RPO, run-pass option. Beautiful scheme to get him the ball.
A lot of options here on second and short. Will they take a shot or try to pick up the first down? And the wideout goes in motion. On the ground, it's Jackson. And that'll pick up a first down out of the 37. The first down on the ground, that's been something that's been hard to come by for this offense here. There's still time, though, to get the running game going.
Chris, it has been tough sledding running the football. Even that first down run, there's just not a lot of room, not a lot of success. It seems like this defense is fully committed to stopping the run game. Maybe time for a play-action pass. I think it should be coming up.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. To the air, it's Sayin. Caught by the receiver. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. They're going to run it here. Powering through. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Second down after that run on the previous play. Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's play action. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. An explosive play to the end zone.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the third quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. It's across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. On first and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Auburn in the lead as we break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. On the run, it's Cobb. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
Again, he makes it second and medium. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
You've got to be connected as a defense, and here the secondary does everything they can on this snap. Nowhere to throw the football, they do their job. But up front, this front seven gets outside of their rush lanes, and because of that, there's a gap for the quarterback to scramble, and he stays ahead of the chains. That's a really nice scramble from the quarterback, but clearly this front seven's got to do a better job in their rush line.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. And the Tigers come to the line with 1st and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on 1st makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. Looking to throw. It's Brown. Pass caught. Can he get in? Oh, they bring him down just short of the end zone. They'll spot it at the 1. And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Gets in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a performance from this group today. I thought it would be a closer game, in particular here in the semifinal, but they have just been so good, and now they've got the rhythm for their next matchup. They're going to go play for a national championship, Chris, and the film that they're going to watch is some of their best football that they've ever played. That is a great feeling and something this head coach, I'm sure he's going to use moving forward.
He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. He's got some space. Look out. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo.
It's always important to stay on schedule as an offense. It allows you to have full disposal of your playbook, and you don't get into those obvious passing situations. So even though they're not moving the chains here, this is what I would call a very successful play because you're on schedule.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Got an opening here. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Scanning the field. It's Sayan. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch is made. Room to run here. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Well, there's a clear breakdown in coverage and a good find by the quarterback to find this open receiver. And then he hits him for a nice completion. They've got to get down here and get some points here. And this is the point where your quarterback has got to be at his best. What a wildly disappointing day for him. He came in with so many expectations, Chris, and they just haven't had the timing. Another incompletion here. They're down big. Man, this has got to be so frustrating.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Force out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle after the completion, down at the 1-yard line. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. They're going to chuck it again. Here comes the pressure. Throw to the corner of the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chris, in this situation, down big, this 4 vertical route concept, just have it on repeat. You basically call it every single play.
Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Caught in the end zone. They throw for the score.
What a drive from this offense. Great execution the entire length of the field. You run out there with that poor field position. You're just trying to reestablish yourself, get a couple of first downs, and they're able to go all the way down and get a score. That's incredible stuff.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Dropping back, it's Brown. Pulls it in, it's Cobb. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Ohio State will call their 2nd timeout. They've still got 1 more left to work with. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. That's the play that secures a really hard-fought playoff win and keeps their championship hopes alive.
Well, all week they told us survive and advance. It was about making the 1 more play than the opponent to move on. That's exactly what happens here. Move the chains, ice the game.
Well, the confetti is falling. They're going to get that trophy. Certainly something important to celebrate. But Joel, these semifinal games are always tricky because they can't celebrate for long. The ultimate game now awaits them.
We are exactly right. As big of a hurdle as this is, and what a wonderful accomplishment it is, the biggest hurdle and the biggest accomplishment is still ahead. They've got to go and play for a national title. And that's where their focus needs to go 100% as quickly as possible.
So now the final 2 teams remain standing to battle for this season's national championship. We'll see you there. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.